Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk about something that is going to be extremely important in your trading journey and where all of us are going to go constantly. This is going to happen all the time. Um, like it happens in trading. This is just what it is. Unless you can predict the future, you're going to go into drawdown. And I don't want you guys to think that you're doing something wrong whenever you lose trades. Okay. So, drawdown is something that you are going to have to embrace. So, when all these trades, all this market reversal, and all these things that you've been taught, and all the things that you've learned are extremely awesome and amazing, and also very helpful. But what is going to happen is you're going to lose money. You're not going to win every trade. And out of 10 trades, you may only win 5 trades. The key is not worrying about winning 80 to 90% of the time. That's not really the key. It's winning on the trades that actually matter. It's following through with the system when it actually counts. And understanding that losing trades is just a part as having huge, massive wins is going to be extremely essential. Um, you're going to have to, it's just going to have to happen. So essentially, when you're trading, and to break this down on a level, how this basically looks is when you're looking at trades, right? And you're seeing this. What's basically happening is your account is going up, right? And then it comes down. And then there's this point where your account is sitting, and it's down at a point, and then it kind of comes down to this level here, and then it comes back up essentially. And your account, it looks something like this, right? And it started at a specific point. It started to kind of plateau in a sense, right? And your account looks to go up, and this is your starting balance, of the account. And then your next trades, you start to come here, and you start to see that, like, it looks like you're going up, and then this starts to happen, and then your account comes down, and it might even come down to break even in a sense. And then it essentially comes back up, and then it might go even lower than what it was. I mean, there's so many different ways, for these things to happen. But this is the essential starting point of your account. And how this goes in trading is you take the small losses in order to have the massive gains. It doesn't mean that one trade is going to make up every single one of your losses every time. It can happen. I mean, that's happened to me before multiple times. But it doesn't mean every single time that's going to happen. Essentially, this can happen right here where one trade does, make everything up. And then you start losing a couple trades, and then all of a sudden, you have another, big trade, or a couple of big trades. And then you have a loss, and then you have, another sense of trades. And then, of course, the string of, inconsistencies happen, right? And you kind of go higher a little bit, and then you come down, and all these things that happen in trading, and you have all this awesome emotion and all this stuff in this, and you're all this down emotion, and then all of a sudden you start winning. There's small trades and different things that start to happen in your trading account, and all these big things begin to happen. And it's a consistent over and over and over thing that happens, that in this time span, it could be days and this could be weeks, right? This could be days, this could be weeks, this could be just a couple of a week, and then this could be just a few days. I mean, I don't know what exactly it's going to look like, but as you see, when you see this move, it is essentially something that is a constant rise. But in order for the rise to happen, you're gonna have to have drawdown. Like in order for your account to see massive gains, you're going to have losses. I mean, it's just what happens in trading. It doesn't mean that you're going to win at all times, but you're going to have losses. I mean, it happens, and as long as you continue to follow the market and you continue to do the strategy every single time, what you're going to have is a constant rising equity curve is what's going to happen, okay? You're going to have a constant rising equity curve in your trading account. And if you look at that, that's almost what a line chart would look like in the market. So when you see that, but what you have to understand is that your strategy, it's going to pan out. And what you need is drawdown to happen. In order for you to become a true professional inside of the market, drawdown must happen. You must lose in order to win. What is important to understand is that when you're winning in your trading account, someone else is losing. So all those really awesome and cute strategies that I taught you in the academy, you have someone who is trading, I don't know, let's just say a 3-touch rule, but you have someone else who is trading a head and shoulders pattern. And when it reaches a specific level, let's just say in the 3-touch rule, let's see if I can think of something that that may be a good, let's see, here we go. I'm trying to think of something in my head that would be good to draw. Someone is trading a 3-touch rule. Let's see if this actually makes sense. If it doesn't, we're just going to trash it. Okay. And then you have someone else trading a head and shoulders pattern. I think this is going to work. And what is happening is someone trading the 3-touch rule. Bear with me because I just like literally came up with this like off the top of my head. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I had to picture it really quickly. And this is a quick draw. This is a quick illustration. Someone's trading 3-touch rule. Boom, 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 boom. That would essentially be like 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th touch. But someone else is trading a head and shoulders pattern. So there's the shoulder, there's the head, and there's the other shoulder. Well, this would signify them to sell, and then because it is at the level, and what we're looking at doing is essentially buying at this point. And what is happening is this buy is it's supposed to continue to go up, but it comes over here to this selling point, and it's supposed to go down. Well, what you have to understand is the head and shoulders people may win this, or the 3-touch rule people may win this. Like whichever one decides to win is what decides to win. But what you have to understand is that entry exit strategy is so important. So it means that you're not marrying yourself to a trade for too long of an extended period of time. And whenever you decide to take the 3-touch rule and say you do 10 3-touch rules and 5 of them you win, but 5 of them you lose, you shouldn't come out to break even. That you shouldn't win. You shouldn't be like, oh, I'm just break even now. You should be very far ahead off of a 50% win strategy with the proper rules. You should be very far ahead. So, and that's one of the things we're going to get into in the next video. It's either the next one or the one after that. I'm not sure which one I'm going to put it as far as the order goes. But drawdown has got to happen, and you have to embrace it. So when people talk about losing trades and like, oh no, you should take this trade because blah blah, no, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna go with my strategy and I know what works. Like I've back tested enough, I've went through enough, I know what works. And when you understand what works, you should see a consistent rising equity curve, but you got to give yourself time. No, it doesn't mean that in 10 trades you've mastered trading just because you've done my videos and out of 10 trades. No, You're going to have to see it consistently over time. So you got to give it time. Like if you can at least give things a year, then I think you will see how far you come and you put consistent effort in. 7 to 10 hours a week is what I said. You don't have to put a crazy amount of hours in. If you can put in more, you're just going to master it faster. But when you put in time, right, and you do, and you're consistent, you're going to see all of the straight trading strategies that you know when you put them together in the way that fits best for your eyes and the way you see things. You're going to see that things are going to pan out. You might start off with trading and it might go very similar to this, where you go up some, and then all of a sudden you start, plateauing, and then you go down even below your original investment, and then all of a sudden things start to change, because what's going to happen is it's going to be like a shift that happens in the market. You're going to see that the market is trading in a specific way with the strategy, and all of a sudden your entry exit strategy and your risk to reward is going to take over, because trading is a numbers game. I'm teaching you guys a numbers game, and you're going to see in these next couple of videos how you're going to win consistently, because you might even be stressing like, man, well, what if the trades don't go my way? Like, how do I really know like what to do or when to get out? And you're going to see exactly how to get out and what you have to do in order to really make it in this market and what it's really going to take. So it's very simple. As far as trading goes, this is the more complex part, which is going to be the trade management and the risk management, but it's really not that hard. Like the literal hardest part, and why I put it first, is the psychology section, because it's literally you the entire time. Like it is literally you the whole entire time in trading. Like nobody else but you is what's going to make you successful. Like I say this stuff with greatness every single time, but if you don't use it with greatness and apply it with greatness, you're never really going to be able to make it in this world. But the great thing is you're a smart, intelligent individual, and you want to take your life to the next level. So since you want to, you are going to do the things necessary that is going to help take you to that next level. So the next couple videos is really what's going to set you guys apart, and you're really going to get to see what an entry exit strategy means and how to actually properly manage your trade and manage your risk on each and every trade.